Everybody's Home Rules, and there's my TNA reaction, TNA wrestling reaction, of the July 28th, 2016, July 29th, 2016. First what happens, Matt Hart's talking that Jeff Hardy's no longer Jeff Hardy's called Brother Nero, actually. And he's his personal mule, your merchandise and everything. You will help me beat EC3. I am not asking for your help. I'm commanding it to your solitude. Second, EC3 comes out and says that I knew you would come. This is no game. You can growl all you want, whatever. EC3 versus Matt Hardy with Rebby and Brother Nero out there. Rebby throws in a hammer, but then doesn't get to use it because the referee takes it away, and EC3 has his boot, hits him in the face with it, and the 1%er 1, 2, 3 EC3 is moving on to the finals of the Bound for Glory playoffs. And Rebby's hurt a little bit on the outside. I don't know what happened there. Third, Madison Rain, Alley, and Maria are talking to Madison Rain. Said that you didn't have to do that. He's like, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. If I beat her, I wonder what you're rewarding me with. Well, if you can beat Gail Kim, then you're C. Fourth, Matt Hardy says that you need to be punished. Oh, punish me! Punish me! What's worse than deletion? Like, you will fall in love with something new or something like that. Oh yeah, TNA Wrestling now is ProWrestlingTees.com, so go check out and get all your shirts and all that. Fifth, Master Rain versus Gail Kim, and Master Rain hit some kind of weird looking move, the breaking check or whatever it is, and then she hit Eat Defeat and won. Gail Kim won, so she's getting one step closer to getting to face Sierra for the TNA Knockouts Champion at Bound for Glory. And she's going into the Hall of Fame of TNA, the first woman to go into the TNA Hall of Fame, I do believe. 6, Moose is talking about crush everything, and then with the Game Breaker, everybody will be gone, and destruction. And Miracle says that I'm facing Drew Galloway tonight, a man that I already beat. With Moose in my corner, it'd be easier than it already was. 7, Bram and Rosemary. That was weird. Rosemary was talking about places, a secret that her mother said she would protect it, but then she found a trash dead, and she was talking to a tree, and she fell off the tree and talking to it. Says, I'm not talking about that. I was talking about what's inside the barn, what happened in the barn. That's weird. This relationship thing is weird between Bram and Rosemary. 8th, the Moose versus David Starr, a jobber. Moose beat him really easily. He did a powerbomb on the outside to the apron, and then the Game Breaker won, and then the Miracle Mike Bennett talks about how great he is, powerful, he's the most destructive pro wrestler. Lashley comes out, and he says that, oh, your mom will let you come out and let it just be a little, I'm not going to say it, but he said something like that, and ticked him off, but did not really do anything, because here comes out DJZ issuing a challenge because he won the X Division Destination X. He's number one contender for the X Division title, and Lashley says he wants all the gold to be the most dominant force in TNA wrestling has ever seen. So DJZ comes out and wants his shot at the X Division Championship since he's number one contender, and he says you can choose what match. He says, I choose a ladder match, and now it's DGZ versus Lashley in a ladder match for the X Division title. And Lashley picks up the ladder while he's on top of it and throws him off, and then when he's about to win, he just picks him up and boom, just throws him off the ladder, and then he just retains the X Division Championship, and he's still a World Champion, so there we go. That was pretty dominant, as I can say. 10th, Drew Galloway talking to EC3, like, I don't need your help. Every time we cross paths, everything goes bad when you help me, so I'm not requesting your help. We don't mix, that's nothing. I'll be the man out here. 11th, Bram is talking to Rosemary, like Rosemary says, I'm scared of telling you this, so that I used to love someone, Johnny. Once I told Johnny I loved him, it's something I can't tell you. Like, Rosemary's story to be continued. Okay, that's weird. They were just walking to the barn. Banging. I don't know. All this stuff is weird. Eli Drake's out there is like, this is time for Fact of Life. Eli Drake. Fact of Life. Dummy, yeah. Like, it's like, this title is, like, he said something about Pokemon Go. It's like Pokemon Go, like dummy, yeah. And James Storm comes out. He says we're both eliminated from the Bound for Glory playoffs. So I'm saying that you have a golden ticket with that Kingdom Mountain Championship. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Lashley that he wants to have all the gold. Well, I'll become all the champions too. Well, James Storm wants a shot at that title. And then we have a ball, and then Eli Drake hits him with a low blow, and hits him with his finisher, and he goes like, dummy, yeah, dummy, yeah, dummy, yeah, dummy, yeah, dummy, yeah. You're never going to get this. So, yeah. 13th, Rose Clay says if you have any problem, just call his number. And 14th, Grado and Mashira, Mojave Shira are talking to Rose Clay. They don't have the money for that insurance, that plan. So like we're gonna prove that we're no joke, and that's just all that was a little promo for both of those guys, for 3 of those guys. 15th to K, which Monster Biss and Crazy Steve, the tag team championships are online at Monsters Brawl versus the Bromans. Who is it? Crap. I know Raquel is like their manager or something like that. Jesse Goddard and Robbie E. Yeah, that's who it is. And this Monsters Bowl was thrown with tacks and barbed wire tables through a table, but then, with no Rosemary out there, Raquel helped a little bit, but did not really help at all. So they retained the championships, and they won the match. And they're still their World Tag Team Champions. 16th, the Miracle Mike Bennett from Rhea out there versus Drew Galloway. We're wondering where Moose is, and Moose blindsides attack him and does the powerbomb onto the apron, and he kicks out like 4 times, and he went for the cover 4 times, and then still gets involved when he hit the Future Shock DDT, and then still gets involved and hits him with like a sky high thing off the top rope. And here comes EC3 to help with a bandage since he cut himself while he had bleeding a little bit during his match against Matt Hardy. So he comes out and he tries to help, and EC3 gets beat up with the game breaker because he accidentally hit Drew Galloway, did not mean to, invertedly hit him with the kendo stick, and Miracle in progress, and 1, 2, 3, the Miracle Mike Bennett is moving on to versus EC3, which makes sense because they're still 1-to-1 piece. Miracle Mike Bennett beat him once, EC3 beat the Miracle Mike Bennett once, so we're going to find out in the Bound for Glory finals to see who is the better man, and I hope EC3 wins and the Miracle Mike Bennett loses. But I'm pretty sure Drew Galloway is going to have something to say about this when he watches the footage back, or something like that. So that's what's all happened on TNA Wrestling. So I hope you enjoyed this TNA Wrestling as much as I did, and if you liked this video, leave a comment what you thought of TNA Wrestling and them having ProWrestlingTees.com, and subscribe for more. Hose out, guys. Bye.